Hi, Coach Kyle Harris here at the Bob Harris Baseball School in Green Springs, Ohio. And I'm going to do some videos that I'd like to start with training, doing various drills and things like that. So what I'm going to do today is show you a couple of medicine ball drills you can use to increase explosiveness for pitchers. All right, these are highly specific medicine ball drills that you can use to increase drive through the legs and through the hips and through the upper body. So with medicine ball training or any explosive type power training, what we're looking for is trying to exert as much force production as possible. So we're trying to apply the force on the object, which would be the ball, as hard and as fast as possible. That's going to give us greater velocity. So to do that, we can train with weighted implements, and that's just what a medicine ball is. It's just a weighted implement that can be used in a variety of ways and a variety of planes. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do two variations of the overhead medicine ball throw. Okay, you can do a soccer throw. You'll see a lot of people, they take the medicine ball in their hands, boom, straight up that way, or they'll step and throw it, or they'll slam it. We're doing variations of those exercises, but we're making them more baseball specific. So we're working in a linear fashion with these exercises. These are not rotational exercises. We'll show you other rotational exercises in other videos. So we're going to show you those. Hope you guys can implement them in your training. My recommendation would be to start with the medicine ball that's about 5% of your body weight. If you are like a sophomore, junior, senior in high school or older, and then slowly work up 5, then 8%, then 10%. If you are younger than that, my suggestion would be to maybe even start lower, maybe a 2-pound medicine ball to start, and then work your way up to a 4. Because we don't want to be moving slow. We don't want it to be, really laborious to do. We want to be explosive. And we want to be very, very dynamic as we do these because we're trying to increase force. All right, our strength is going to come from other things like weight training and resistance training. So we want to be very forceful. I would recommend starting 2 days a week, 1 to 2 sets of each of these, anywhere from 4 to 8 reps. And then as you progress, you can do them up to 3-4 days a week, 3-4 sets of each, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reps. If you're going to get much higher than that, I really highly recommend as your season gets on that not only do you train these specific power exercises and med ball exercises, but if we're doing these, what you might want to do is really mimic what a game situation would be. So if you're pitching, figure out what that time is between pitches, and then maybe take that much rest so you can get the maximal amount of force production each throw, and it will actually train the energy systems used for a pitcher. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to do an overhead medicine ball slam, where we're really working on driving through our heel. Okay, so it's going to look like this. All right, I'll bring that medicine ball up overhead. I'm going to take a big stride forward, and what we're trying to do here is basically stack our torso. You've heard a lot of people talk about that. We're looking for separation between the upper and lower body. So we're stacking back, getting a nice good stretch, and then as we come forward this way, we're going to take that front heel and drive it through the ground. Okay, so we're working on that stretch with the back leg, and we're working on, boom, driving on that front hip. All right, looking for that real good extension there through the leg, driving through the floor. So we really want to do that. So a couple of keys: stretch and stack that torso, and then as we slam forward, drive the heel through the ground. Now the other one, it's going to be an overhead medicine ball throw into our plyo wall, and we're going to use a wall ball for that. It's like a cloth medicine ball. And for that one, it's very, very similar. But what we're going to do here actually is we're going to mimic one of our throwing drills where we step. I'm right-handed, so if you're throwing with your right hand, you stick that right foot in, you stride, and you really work on that separation between the lower and upper body. So with the medicine ball slam overhead, we're working more on driving that heel through the floor. And then with the overhead throw into the plyo ball, on the plyo wall, what we're working on more is we're working more on that stretch and extending towards our target and in a linear fashion. So we're working the linear portion of the throw here, not the rotational portion. So we need to do that at another time. All right? So those are the variations of the overhead medicine ball throw that we like to use with our pitchers. We like to start with the medicine ball slam, where you're really working on driving through that heel really working on that extension there in that lead leg, trying to get the body over the leg and produce that power linearly there. And then we like to finish with the overhead medicine ball throw, where we're throwing into the plyo wall with the cloth ball. We really want to focus two different cueing systems there. With the first one, we want a big stride, okay? And we're throwing that ball straight down. So we're working on finish and extension through that lead leg. So we really want to make sure that lead leg is snapping through there, okay? And then with the second one, when we're throwing the ball more linearly forward instead of down, we want to really make sure we're getting, boom, a really good stretch here, and then we're driving forward, all right? So you may even get a little bit of push off that back leg. And I like to use the approach on that one, where if I'm right-handed, I'm sticking right foot in the ground, big stretch here, stride with that left foot, and then going forward. So I want to work the stretch in that one. And if you're lefty, it's just the opposite, okay? You would start with your left foot and then stride with your right. Now, one of the important things to make sure we're doing when we are medicine ball training, whether it's in a linear fashion or rotational fashion, or if we're doing it in multi-planes, is that we're working both sides. So when I programmed these into some programming with some kids I was working with today, we did 2 sets of 5 on both of them, but we did both sides. So when we did the medicine ball slams, we were left leg stride, slam 5 times, right leg stride, slam 5 times. So we'll work their dominant side first, then their off side, then we let the partner go, give a little break, and then we work it again. So we do that with all of our medicine ball activities that are unilateral in some fashion. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you guys got something out of this. You can follow us on Twitter at HossJob. At HossJob is my account, and then at at Bob Harris Baseball, 1 L and a 1. So it's baseball with 1 L and then a 1. Okay, thank you.